Women's Brain Health Initiative is the only charitable organization dedicated to protecting the brain health of women. And with no cure in sight, it's no wonder that Alzheimer's has moved ahead of cancer as the most feared disease. 70% of Alzheimer's sufferers are women. One of our mandates is to fund the female side of the story.
This dreadful disease takes many different forms, but the reality is that in almost all cases, it affects at least twice as many people as it targets directly. It is important to share our stories so that we can learn from them and feel a little less alone.
Women's Brain Health Initiative is one of the most important causes that we could support at this time. The idea of losing your brain is such a scary thing.
We're so excited to have the authors of Imagine It, a handbook for a happier planet.
Generally in life, we get where we're going. The question is, are we deliberate, are we intentional about the future that we want to be going to?
My mother was a brilliant, wonderfully energetic, very intellectual and very funny woman.
I watched her forget what she loved, forget who she was, but what really hurt me was I watched her forget her legacy. There's no medicine yet, no surgery yet to grasp the dangling thread of memory, to rethread the needle with thought, to weave it back into her tapestry and connect thought to memory and life experience.
It's my pleasure to introduce a remarkable woman, a devoted caregiver, an advocate for women, Jan Arden.
Here I am, an empty hallway, broken window, rainy night. I am 1962.
It was the hardest thing I ever did, and the most fulfilling thing I ever did was to look after my mom and dad.
He had just done an album with his producer, and I started noticing some really weird behavior. Glenn was depressed. He was starting to forget the lyrics to his songs and starting to forget what keys some of his songs were in. I had to learn to ask for help, that I couldn't do it all by myself. I did finally join a support group, and I didn't realize how much I needed it until I did.
I cried out loud reading this book. I laughed out loud reading this book.
I'm a much better version of myself because my mother allowed me to be transparent and vulnerable and honest.
The more people that give voice to this issue, the greater likelihood that women will receive equal attention in scientific research.
I think we all get to a point, and it's probably a different age for everyone, where you give yourself permission to kind of exhale. And I think that the wonderful thing about that is that it allows us to be more appreciative.
Like a good old-fashioned song, like a ripple in a pond. I want us to take a moment to truly reflect on life. And what will people remember about us when we're gone?
The time is now. We must be conscious for the planet and for our health.
Look after yourselves, stay positive. The best is yet to come.